somebody asked me too, out of all of the fighters that you can think of, if you saw them in the gym, who would you train? Who would you bank on being the best fighter? If you never saw their career, and just physically, and you saw them moving and fighting, hitting the bag, not even fighting each other, just hitting the bag, doing the jump rope, doing all the skill stuff. Just based off that, not their careers, who would you choose? I'm gonna tell you who I'll choose. One, Sugar Ray Robinson. His hand speed, his power hitting the bag, he was the best skipping rope you'll ever see. I would know that this guy is so talented. Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm gonna tell you four. Sugar Ray Robinson, Roy Jones Jr., Muhammad Ali. I would know that that's a great fighter. And I'll be looking at Ali. I would know that's a great fighter. At heavyweight and him moving around, I'll be like, that's a great fighter. Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali. I wouldn't know that he'd be as great as he was. I wouldn't know but I know that he's a great fighter. Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Roy Jones Jr., and Iron Mike Tyson. If I saw Iron Mike Tyson hitting the bag with his speed, and I'll be like, that guy's going to be the greatest fighter almost ever. Like, between those four, Roy Jones, definitely. Between those four, you think Duran, if you saw Duran just working, never fighting anybody, and you saw Mike Tyson, who would blow your mind the most? Who would you say, I know that person going to be great? Usyk would beat Ali, to be honest. You're the dumbest. You're probably the dumbest person in the whole war room. Let me give it to you. That comment was dumb. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. 100%. Out of all people you would say to beat Ali, that was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Let me see. Tyson. You think Floyd? So if you saw Floyd working, hitting the bag, you'll pick him over Sugar Ray Robinson? If you saw Floyd doing jump rope and you saw Floyd work and you saw Sugar Ray Robinson, you'll think Floyd looks better than him? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. I don't give a damn who you say you are. I don't care who you say you are. You can be Floyd. No, you wouldn't. Floyd, you wouldn't pick you over. Get out of here. If you saw Muhammad Ali and you saw Floyd, if you saw Roy Jones and you saw Floyd, no, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. My man said McNeely. No, you wouldn't. Bro, really? Yeah. No, you wouldn't. Sugar Ray Leonard's another one to pick. Yeah, Mike Tyson. Look, honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. If I had to put my life on it, if somebody was like, your life depends on this fighter beating everybody, who would you choose? I would choose Mike Tyson. And I wouldn't make it. But I'm just saying, out of the gate, I would choose Mike Tyson. I'll be looking at everybody work and be like, but he works too hard. He's too fast. Everything you ask him to do, he does it like that. He has the memory of an elephant. He punches way too hard. How is he the hardest puncher in the gym and the fastest? And his defense is the best. I'll be like him. It's no question. I'll be like him. And then I wake up in heaven just like, because Ali be like, bah, bah, sit your ass down. I wouldn't make it. I wouldn't make it because I wouldn't know that up here. I wouldn't know that he can get distracted so easily. I wouldn't know that. See, Muhammad Ali, if I had a chance to talk, if I had a chance to sit and talk with them, if I had a chance to sit and talk with them, it'd be between Roy Jones, Muhammad Ali, and Sugar Ray Robinson. If I can sit down, if I can watch them and then speak with them, be in a room and talk to them for 4 hours, I would hear Muhammad Ali and be like, he's about to be the greatest. I would listen to Muhammad Ali, his conviction. He's like, they can't touch me. They can't, well, nobody got a better chin than me, but they can't touch me anyway. Nobody got more heart than I got. You look at no one has footwork like I got. My fist is bigger than everybody else's. My reach is better than, like, I'll be like, you probably right. Roy Jones, you put me in there with a lion, I'm coming out alive. So Roy would, you know what I mean? If I'm sitting down and talking to him, Mike could mess around and have me intimidated. He'll be sitting there just like, I mean, no. Actually, it's a young Mike. So Mike will probably be like, you know, I watch Jack Dempsey. You know, I watch all the greats. I watch Frasier. I watch all the great ones. And so he'll be a computer. So at that, okay, he'll be a computer, and I'll be like, I'm very impressed. And Sugar Ray Robinson, for sure. Let me see. What about Kawasaki?
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy. He do the wee woo because he.
See, the thing about Joe Louis,